since I was a jit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Antonio Express. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from San Antonio. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second and 13. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike. 15. Cover this way, here we go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the run. 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to. Count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Second and 11. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming for you. You must.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They bring their punter out there now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Keep it up, keep it up. He's taking yellow. Scrap. Yellow. Attack.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Well, soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll look to throw, and it's complete. Henry, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, at its third down. Back to throw here. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Yellow.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
50 seconds. Rip left, rip leg. Check, check, check. Hey, rip left, rip left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jack.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
We got 4.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. He'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Tighten up, tighten up. Shift, watch the shift. Check it, finish early. I got you, baby, I got you, I got you.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Easy. These babies cry all the way back home.
Mike Sparkle.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow, 480.
Go, go, go.
15, 15.
58 to Mike, 58.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Fire down these two, fire down these two. That's a long way.
Defense, let's go.
His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll take over.
Come on, fellas.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. Touchdown! Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Go!
Their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They run again with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. They complete it to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Right there.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
64, weak. Keep it up. Hey, 15. Alpha.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Franklin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 57. It's Sunday.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Attack.
Bring it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chris Jones on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 51.
Hey, Mike 51. You got nothing with that. You got nothing.
51's Mike. Mike, what?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 3, check.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. A fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.